Hello. Just to remind people, this is filler content, so don't go saying where are the streams. So yeah, if you have watched that video from yesterday I put up, please go watch that one because you'll get your answers to why I'm doing this. So, now, normally I'm used to doing streams, but because of setting up the new laptop and all the kinks I need to buff out all the missing programs and everything in the above, I have to do some filler content until I can actually get all that ready. So, I'm going to be doing board game reviews until further notice. Why? I don't know, because I feel like it, and technically I can't find anything to do. So, I'm going to be explaining LEGO board games. One of the oldest board games that I've seen in history. They've stopped making them. They were a version of a board game you'd assemble with LEGO, and yeah, about it. So for this week only, we're going to be reviewing 3 because Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the days I do recordings. And then next week, if I've got all the programs set up, we can actually do that. So I'm going to be reviewing one board game today. If this video reaches enough views and I feel like it, I'll probably do a second one. So I'm going to grab this board game right here. I decided it all out of LEGO Harry Potter's board game. It's backwards, by the way, because cameras reverse everything. So, as I was saying before I got interrupted, nope, I got interrupted again, damn it. As I was saying before I got interrupted, LEGO board games were something of interest because when I was young, I used to probably own a couple of them. I wanted them all for some reason, but because they were LEGO, I was restricted because we rarely played with LEGO. So, this board game, all my LEGO board games are the oldest set of LEGO I have, and this is one of them. Which I'm going to quickly assemble the board and go over what your aim is. There we go. Alright, so this is the board. It is interesting. It's supposed to be a representation of Hogwarts, which is very interesting. Yeah. Anyway, here's the rule book if you're curious on what the rule book looks like, though it's going to be reversed when I see it. So, yeah. The aim of this board game, let me just pick these tiles, I just noticed them. So yeah, so the aim of this game is to collect all 4 pieces of homework in the school, which are these 4 buildings in the center, and then be the first one back to your dormitory to win. Now, there are a couple of things that you have to be wary of, such as moving staircases. This right here is a LEGO dice. It's big, but what you can do is use this wrench, like so, and you can dig underneath and remove pieces. Like I'm going to remove this brown piece that just went flying. So yeah, I'm going to keep that on. Like that. There we go. So yeah. This is probably one of the most complicated board games I've done. I played this once with my parents, and they said it was complicated. It's a 2 to 4 player game, ages 8 or up. You'll have to buy this off of Amazon if you want your shot at it. So don't go buying it off of Amazon unless you know you desperately want it. Like you're a huge Harry Potter fan. Not me, I'm not a Potter fan. I haven't watched Harry Potter in years, so yeah. Now, the pieces are interesting. They are small meeples. Let's grab... I put all of them in random spots for now. So these are what they look like there. I would be using a better camera if otherwise. So yeah, these are the meeple. It's interesting. That's Hufflepuff. Also, the other reason I'm doing this board game is because yesterday I saw a display stand for Harry Potter stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I'm guessing those are the prefects. There's the Ravenclaw one, which is blue, and it's a female. The only female. Oh, there's 2 females in this. You have the Slytherin one. To see his face. And the Gryffindor one. Actually, I could just do that, yeah. And then you have iconic characters such as Harry Potter, which I stuck up here for no reason, with them back there. We have Ron, Hermione, and Malfoy, that's his name. You also have one for Dumbledore, which is interesting. He's a game-changing rule, because LEGO board games have game-changing rules. We also have in this one, which is another game-changing rule, which I'm going to be trying out using this one. I'm going to pull this out. We have Mrs. Norris. I used to make fun of Mrs. Norris when I was young, not because she was a cat, but I used to do small, like, funny skits with her. So, like, Mrs. Norris's Adventure, which was a recreation of an old Simpsons game, The Simpsons Hit and Run, or I just made jokes with it, with her. Which is kind of funny. Jeez, why did I choose this board game? Because it's giving me deja vu. So yeah, now there's a couple of things we need to go over, and then I'm going to do a second video, which is just me playing the Fluid board game, like if I had people, because now remember, I can't do this because A, my brother won't care, and B, this is COVID we're talking about, and even though there are 0 cases in Canberra, it's better to be cautious than being stupid. So yeah, so we have a couple of buildings. We have where's the book? Because it actually says what is what. Because I've forgotten. I know this one's the library. I know that this is potions. I'm referring to the guide. This is the divination classroom, which is the tall one. And it doesn't say. Anyone know what this one was, which has the insects, like spiders and frog? It doesn't say. I mean, I've forgotten that one. So yeah, the homework items are interesting. We have, of course, creatures like frogs, and I'm going to pull out a random one. Like, for frogs, Hufflepuff and Slytherin, spiders. This camera isn't great, but I'm using my laptop camera just to review everything. Because A, it's easier to use, and B, well, it takes us time to do. Anyway, so yeah, we have Spider for Ravenclaw and Gryffindor. We have in the library, these are books. We have potions, just to show off what a potion looks like. It's just a stud on top of a light thing. I don't know what it is, because I haven't played with LEGO in like decades. It's interesting just to go over, because people rarely do that because there are video games. Oops. And the last one, which is a crystal ball. Put that back there. Alright, so now it's time to explain how you're supposed to get all the items. Now, first things first, the dice. The dice has that's a 2. It has a 1, a 2, and a 3 on it. You roll it, and it says a 3, which I just rolled it. You can move a piece, and then you can move stuff around. So like this staircase, you can move up and down, like so. Now, you cannot move stuff that has a character on it. So if you choose to go the 3 and you want to move this one, you have a character sitting here, you cannot do that. You can move classrooms around, however, there's a catch. Well, let's see if I can get it up like this. There's this icon here, which is rotate. So if I got rotate, you could rotate a staircase, like so. However, you cannot rotate staircases that have a character on it, and you cannot rotate classrooms. That is that. So another piece is, I think I've got one of these books, don't I? Where is it? Oh, no, it's right next to me. My bad. It's this one. So this piece is normally on the main game, but this is the Marauders map. The Marauders map allows you to take a shortcut instead, so stuff like this staircase, you could go like, let's say this is facing that way, you could do that, like so. You have the Dumbledore tile, which is red. I vaguely know what he does because I rarely use that rule. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up because I am not never used this. Okay, so it is when you roll red, move Dumbledore one step on into an adjacent staircase or classroom, then move your character. Dumbledore can always move using secret passages. So yeah, I think he's just a free warp if you get him. So yeah, I really don't know how that is going to work. So yeah, the last tile of LEGO board games is the brown tile, Mrs. Norris. So if you have Mrs. Norris, you can place it here, and you cannot, no one can go past her. She's like a wall, which is kind of funny. So yeah, the rules, you cannot move diagonally, you have to just follow the route. So, that's the only rule I know of. You cannot rotate buildings, so it's going to be a challenge to get to this one. And yeah, let's go ahead and I think that's all the rules I need to go over. So I'm going to pause this video and start a new one, and let's just do a little game with it.